Hey everyone, greetings. It's GleeCon here, and I'm back again, bringing you another episode of Lore of Warcraft. And the fact that we are not on a splash screen tells you that we are doing a dungeon today. If you're a long-time watcher of the show, this is the only time we don't start on the character loading screen because I don't want to make you guys wait through the group pickup. So today we're going to be running Alliance Gnomeregan. We're going to do all of the quests. We're going to pick up the in-game quests as well, the in-dungeon. There's a few. Yeah, we're just going to see how this goes. I've run this dungeon, it feels like so many freaking times lately. I just don't, I don't get it. So we are waiting for one person to roll up, and then one person is sitting in the dungeon still. So we are... Oh, I need to conjure my stuff, actually. So let's go ahead and conjure some water. Drink up. Then conjure some bread. And, yeah. So, I will talk about, if I can, because, you know, sometimes it's distracting in a dungeon, but I have run this dungeon so many times lately that hopefully I can kind of multitask better than I normally do. But, I've run it a bunch, with my wife. I've run it 3 or 4 times, with my other characters. I've now finished, this will be the 4th run I've done it with the characters on the show. So, I did it with Erator. And he had a successful run. It was all fine, but he didn't get it. He got the escort quest, and he didn't get the ring, which is really, that's going to be the story of our life here. Then I ran it with Shellasir, and Shellasir did not get anything. She didn't get the escort quest, nor did she get the ring quest. So it was a bad one. And then Nesting Wary, his run was, it took me forever, almost 2 hours to get a group today. And then, it took me, after that, we finally got a tank. That was the missing piece we were waiting on. And then we end up getting a level 60 paladin. So then the run becomes trivial. And in this run, we had it's the first time I got the rare spawn, which is the Dark Iron Ambassador. It's also the first, I also got the ring, so I was worried, because ideally we need to get this ring once on Alliance and once on Horde, and I was like, crap, we are 40% of the way in, and I didn't get the ring. So best case scenario, we get it on camera so you can see it with Millie, but if nothing else, we can at least turn it in without. So, right now what we're doing is we're outside of the instance, technically. So if you're not familiar with this dungeon, there's a couple things you gotta do outside the instance. So you need to, the only quest that's really kind of a pain is the punch card. It's called Data Rescue. And that done, if you have that quest, you're essentially required to, I swear I just said I got the guts, and then it didn't load. Like I had them, but then it didn't really give them to me. That was weird. So the guts are another thing. You have to get 24 guts, so that's entirely dependent upon how many people have the quest in the dungeon. If a lot of people have it, easy peasy. I mean it's terrible. You might not even finish it in one run. If not a lot of people have it, then it's easy. And I don't think a lot of people. Maybe one other person has that quest. The other thing that you need is you have to start that punch card thing. So you need a white punch card. There we go. I got it. Perfect. Okay, so now what you have to do, and I'll try to talk it through. So we have this guy. I don't really know how he's going to do as a tank. He says he's a tank / heals. He's a paladin though, and our group is, I think, our healer's a little low. Then other than that, I'm like the lowest level person in the group. Oh crap. Where's my innervate? Let me charge that up. So, at least I can do that in combat. But it seems fine. So, he's got me stunned. The other thing you have to do is what we did on camera with Nessingwary yesterday, where you have to get this irradiated piece. We can still get that. I'm going to kind of feel it out. By the time we get to the green room, I think I'll be able to tell, is this group good? Is it a solid group? If so, then I'm gonna... Yeah. They got it. Okay, so that's cool. I like to keep my final bag open when I'm in dungeons so I can toss as needed. Okay, so right off the bat, it says, welcome to Matrix Punchograph 3005-A, a security alpha terminal. When the white punch card detected, access granted, babidi baba, gives us a yellow. So tech bot's over here. So that's one thing you have to do. You gotta get the white as a drop, then you have to make it to that little station, which means you have to be able to draw a couple people. And then if you can do that, then you'll switch to yellow. And I believe you also need blue and red, and then prismatic is the 5th one. So, and I'll talk it through as we go. So the other thing is one of the easiest quests of the series of this dungeon's quest is save Techbot's brain. It's probably also the funniest quest, where you got to go kill this little Techbot, and he's easy. You can almost solo him. He's barely harder than the rest of the elites here. See, he's a level 26 elite. Techbot is sensitive. In these words, what did they say? I wish I could read all his stuff. It's basically like please be patient. We will call your name when it is your turn. We are helping people in the order that they appear to us on our screen. I think she feigned death. Techbot is sensitive, and those words hurt my ears. I leveled up. Let's go. Okay, so we got his memory core. We got no loot. Okay. So that's it for the out of the dungeon ones. We're going to go ahead and reduce their resistances further for us. Now we can actually go start doing the dungeon. Whoa. I don't know what that guy's doing. That's our tank. Please be nice to me. I just want to help. If you have been muted or have questions about the unmuting process, please visit. Bzz. Okay. We don't need these guys. Okay, so that's, he's trying to take us to the back door. So that we can... So we don't need... Yeah, so we go this way. It looks like... Because there is a back door, you can get the key. I actually don't have the key with this character, but all you need is one person in the dungeon to have it. You get it from one of the earlier bosses in the instance. I don't know... Where's Firebros? That's... What is he doing? So I see... I mean, maybe he's just not showing for me, but I feel like I see... Yeah. Okay, so these moss agates are good, but I'm still gonna greet it because... Oh, someone needed it. Whatever. Okay. So... I think Fire Bros, they said they're gonna... Look at that, so it's weird. Yeah. So... obviously that person hasn't really been in here, so that's the thing. I kind of got to gauge it for the only cure is more green glow quest, because if you have a group that's got their stuff together and you can beat the quest in like safely under 2 hours, like maybe hour and 45 would be the max. And the only cure is more green glow quest is fine. You can just do it in the order you get it. But it is a quest with a 2-hour time limit, so not from the time you pick up the item. So if you're worried about the speed with which you can run, your group is going to run it, then I would just go pick it up at the end, because you can actually, you don't even need to kill a mob. You just have to be able to loot it from a living green slime or elemental. So if you are, let's say, if you have a stealth class, you're fine. You can do it whenever you want. You don't even need to do it on the first run, because you could just stealth your way there. And then, especially if you're a rogue, you can vanish. But with, like, Chaliceer, I just stealth my way back in, because I forgot to do the first part. I don't need that too. I'll read that. What is that dude needing all of these gems for? Whatever, that's his thing. I hope he doesn't need everything. Alright, so... another thing that may not happen on camera for us, in which case... I'll be a little bummed. So... the escort quest, I've talked about this before, there's an escort inside, right outside the clean room. Let me pull up my actual map right here. So, we've just entered through here. So you make your way along and there's a side boss, that's what we'll do first. Right here is the clean room. It's a little bit too... it's a little bit... no XP for me. Let's give everybody their stats. So let me now drink my juice. Maybe I have a little bit of... I don't know, it was weird. Actually, I saw that happen before, but now it's showing that I have 2 guts. And it's a little bit annoying to try to keep that on as a paladin. I hate that happening, but whatever, it is what it is. Bring out your dead, Hearthstone, Rumor, Innkeeper, and then I'm guildless because Millie took too long. Alright, so when you make your way, now we're in Gnomeregan proper. The beginning, you're just killing trogs. So there's really 3 kinds of trogs only. There's kind of like a melee trog that is not irradiated. That's a strength one. And Millie doesn't... Oh, I'm already getting full on crap in my bags. That stinks. Okay. The second kind are these green ones, the irradiated pillagers. They are... they can shoot like a... I think it's a nature damage shot. And then the third that you have to worry about are the non-elite ambushers. They run around in loops. They're obviously not hard, but their real danger is the fact that they can catch you by surprise from behind because they're doing loops around this whole stupid thing, and they could hypothetically chain you into a fight that you're not ready to see. Here's one coming right now. Okay, so I'm gonna get... It looks like very few people are doing the robo-mechanical guts.
So maybe only me, maybe one more. So we should be okay on getting those pretty fast. And again, we can get those outside. So if we have to grind at the end, we'll have to, you know, it is what it is. We'll just grind on the end. Anything that we have to turn in this time. Okay. So there is an optional boss down this first tunnel. So it's an event where, see, this is what I mean by the ambushers, and I don't know if it's coincidence if he brought that thing with him or what, but the good thing about being Alliance when you do this dungeon is when you go to the clean room, there's a shop in there. So if we can just make it to the clean room, I can at least unload as much stuff as I can. So this tunnel is 100% optional. It's just basically worth some extra XP. Of course, you fight a boss, so there's always a chance at a boss drop. But I've never seen anything great drop from this boss. But you get the extra XP from killing, you know, sets of mobs. So you talk to the gnome. We'll see if they want to start the event with her. I might not have time to do it, but essentially, yeah, they started it. We can possibly read, but basically, with your help, we can evacuate these tunnels. Let's see if we can find out where these trogs are coming from and put a stop to the invasion. Okay, so this is the this is Blastmaster Emmy short fuse, and we could look up. That's some engineering parts up there. Such devastation. What a horrible mess. So we're helping her. It's kind of weird because she wants to find out where the trogs are coming from, and then when you come here, we'll see right now, it's quiet here. So it's kind of weird, like just coincidentally, the second we decide to help her, we have too quiet. I did this dungeon the other day, and like somebody obviously did this all the time. Like right before she said each line, he was like typing out her. Look over there at the tunnel wall. So it's good. Right here is our first part. Chalk incursion. Defend me while I blast the hole closed. So here we go with. It's just swarms of non-elite mobs. They're super easy mobs. Nothing special about them. You can continue to get these robo-mechanical guts from them, so there's that. That's good. Like that. I'm already at... you do need 24, like I said. It's a bit much. Yeah, see, they die so fast. Your melee people are going to get a chance to just take them out quickly. The first half, nothing really comes. I do think there's a chance that... I think you need our Fury. Who's Nisa? The Paladin? What is... Oh, Righteous Fury. So basically that is... Because he's doing the tanking, Righteous Fury is... I don't think this one charge is gonna cut it. Keep fending them off. Righteous Fury is a... I believe that's the threat generating buff. And this is... That's why I said I'm kind of sketched out on how this is going to work out because of the I don't know a lot of these people. So I ran this dungeon earlier today with this hunter, what is her name? Cathandira. So that's fine. Cathandira's fine. Now this blast can and will kill you. It will one-shot you if you stand too close to it. And I'm scarred for life because when I ran this with my wife, not on this one, but in this tunnel, my wife stood too close to the bombs. It killed her. The rocks fell on top of her corpse, and it made it impossible for... thank you. Without your help, I would have never been able to thwart that wave of trogs.
heard something over there. So the grimy part, that will do. It's kind of a dumb... More trogs. Ward them off as I prepare explosives. She's a little bit broke, and she's 31. I'm a little sketched. The problem with the... so out of this one, the guys will eventually start to be... What the heck? It keeps saying not line of sight. So the problem with this... Not the problem, but what happens in this next thing is they'll start to become elites. And then it will build up to being a boss. So the boss is the boss is a Trog, and he has a pet like Basilisk, so he's almost like a hunter Trog. But yeah, he has like this Basilisk, so it's kind of a boss with a minion. Nothing hard, nothing special, just a tank and spank, kill the minion first kind of deal. Yeah, we're already... Because I think only one other person is on this Mechanical Guts quest. Even if all 5 are on it, it's what people do is they freak out, but... the mobs towards the end drop like 2 and 3. They drop like 2 and 3 guts each. So even if you're stressing and you're like, oh, I'm getting towards the end, and I think I'm lagging a little bit too. Yeah, my latency's a little higher. It's 70 instead of normally it's in the 50s. Okay, so here's the boss. So that guy's already dead. We have a level 38. That's one reason why I'm not that worried. Because Firebrass, the other paladin, who wants to just do DPS, is 38. So he's like an even stronger version of Erator. Okay, so there's the first boss. They got male shoulders that are green, but that's neat. Now, here's where you'll die. This is where my wife died. And then because it blew up and it cracked her in there, she's yelling, "Fire in the hole!" It counted her as, like, out of line of sight. So she had to res. Oh, they just, whatchamacallit, disenchanted the shoulders. They didn't even want them. Okay. So we do have solid DPS. Yeah, so I will share this with them. Who asked that? Okay. Alright, so we shared it with them, they wanted it, whatever. Okay, so here we go. Now there's going to be a third person, but I'm still not worried because I already have 13 out of... I'm already more than halfway done. And so that still means that there's 2 people without it, like I said. And also, even if you got no terrible bad whatever, you could just solo it outside because the mobs outside the instance drop it. Even the little gnomes drop it, I think. Possibly. I don't know. Okay, so now the grimy objects, they're stupid. That's a quest we will not turn in right... Well... Okay, we will. We'll do that when we're in the clean room, because... in case we get screwed and we don't get the ring quest, then, we won't be going back to the clean room. Don't need that either. Okay. Alright, so I'm just hitting Blizzard, why not? But yeah, that 38 rep pally is just hitting him so hard. He hits him as hard as Erator hits like regular mobs. There's a guy coming. Blazing Cloak, 5 stamina, 2 spirit. Not really her style. Okay, so they're running on this way. It's like we split. The party just split. Kind of silly. Sounds like there may be fighting up there. Alright, so here's the clean room. The clean room has two great things about it. One, you can do the Sparklematic quest. So, this is the first quest, the Sparklematic 5200. This contraption stands out amongst the gnomes holding out against the madness outside the room. A small plaque on the device reads the Sparklematic 5200, followed by some text. Grime and residue ruining your sparklies. The Sparklematic 5200 puts the shine back in Shine-tastic. Insert any item you wish to clean and deposit 3 silver coins in the coin slot. Give the Sparklematic 5200 a moment for operation. Voila, your valuables will emerge clean and shiny. It would seem that the device needs some sort of grime-encrusted object to clean and 3 silver coins to get the contraption working. So long as both are present, the Sparklematic 5200 should work. You insert the grime-encrusted item and 3 silver coins into the Sparklematic 5200. The machine surges to life in a frenzied attempt to purge the grime from the unknown item. Loud, violent churning sounds beat from the heart of the machine. The metal frame of the beast creaks and groans as it lurches from side to side. As quickly as it started, the Sparklematic 5200 comes to an abrupt halt. It's heard from the machine, and mouth from the machine spirals upward. Inside the Sparklematic 5200 is a small box wrapped in a little bow. The machine would appear to wrap an object after eliminating its grime-encrusted status. Even if the machine didn't work, at least the item's now wrapped in a pretty box. There's one way to find out if it cleaned it or not. And that is a repeatable quest, and look, it gave me tin ore.
This may come as a shock.
So there's also a shop here.
All that good as
that's even better for us. But that's about it. Like, she's just full. Okay. Gotta sell that too. You know what? I can't do it. Okay.
Seeing you.
All right. So next is the room down here. Alright, so next punch card. Okay, so the next punch card and the escort are here. So basically this is a small side room. It's just adjacent. I think it's called the dormitory or something like that. You have to go through here if you want to continue to do the dungeon in the correct order. Inside here you would get the next punch card. So this is where we'll trade our yellow in for blue. And then this is also the room where the escort quest appears. It's a very simple escort quest. And when you see that alarm bot right there, it means it will spawn. But there's about a 25% chance or so that it won't spawn. Welcome to this beta terminal, and I can actually use it to access hidden schematics. Can I do that? Because I'm engineering. I guess you can only do that if you don't. Okay. So, I don't know what they're doing. So this is...
Closer. I need to target something first.
Okay. So, what they got is the, they got the... Alright, so in this room, so we have to clear the room here. So basically, alright, so this is good too because we'll get a little bit more XP, but I'm basically explaining to them. It seems like, other than the person that I know just did this dungeon with me, Sage's Mantle of the Eagle. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. It's a 31-6 intellect. That's pretty close to what I have. I'm going to greet it. Alright, so... It's very commonly in the top one, but you can see. Not in that one. Alright, so I gotta, Cathendra says this one. I don't know which one she's talking about. The one by her. It's usually, in my experience, it is usually over. So it has to be a slime. No, she said it's over. Alright, so if you can see him right there, he's laying on the floor. They're fighting something. Okay, so basically he does randomly spawn in different ones, but now even once we get him, there's no guarantee that he's gonna work. That the escort's gonna work. The fact that he spawned, that's like 90%, but I have seen him, I have had it bug out once or twice, even after you get it. So right here we'll pick the quest up.
What happened? The last thing I remember is being captured by a group of dark iron dwarves, beaten to within an inch of my life, and then thrown in here with these filthy trogs. Get me out of here, adventurer. Here's the plan. Lead me to the exit. If we make it out alive, you go to Booty Bay and let Scooty know that I went to Ratchet to warn Tinkerwiz of the Dark Iron's involvement in the making of that super rig.
Okay, we gotta go.
Let's get going.
Oh, come on, guys. So, the fact that we're coming out here fighting, this is what is a good chance that we have to screw it up. I mean, that it might screw up. Don't pull those mobs. Okay. So now you have to... So you basically have to walk pretty much right to the edge of the entrance. So whoever has the quest. Oh man, and now we're pulling in more mobs. Come on, come on. Okay, cool. And then you all have to be kind of standing near it too, so there's a few things that can go wrong because of the... Alright, so now it's following her, so that's good, Fox. Fox has to, Fox Pyre there, she has to be the one that has to be right to the edge. Alarmabot has failed self-destruct override cooldown active. So that's cool. Nice. I haven't seen that. Okay, so that just goes to show that there's a, I think that's part of why this quest is so weird and buggy, because so many, even that, like, I've never seen the alarm bot say it's failed, and it won't, like, it didn't chase us, it failed, so that's weird. Maybe, like, AoE damage can hurt it, so maybe the Paladin's Consecrate was hurting it? Because you can't target it. So that's neat. So once we get the radiation, that's the next thing. So I feel like we're running it fast enough. I'm gonna just risk it because 2 hours is a long time. But we are on a 2-hour timer as soon as we get the radiation thing. So, and also the radiation thing, the radiation thing can fail, so it might take you more than one attempt. So that's all fine. This is what I'm talking about, these stupid little ambushers. I don't know where this guy's going. So we have to go up through here. There's 2 of them in there. That's weird. So this guy just stayed here. He didn't even do the escort. There's the person with the, or the hunter. Because she already did it before, since we did it with my other Nessie Murray off camera. So basically you come here and it might take more than one attempt, but I got it on the first try. So now I have started a 2-hour timer, so it's 8:55 server time, so I have until 10:55. So if it starts to look like we're not, I mean, we're screwed. If we're still making this episode in 2 hours and we have not finished it, things have gone horribly wrong. Someone's quit. Something like that has happened, and it could. But the real annoying quest is the one that we are going to be starting soon, which is the essential artificials. That's the most annoying one, because that's the one where people fight, and if the entire party wanted to do it, okay, there you go. So now they're just fighting. Alright, so now here's the third boss well, the first boss is kind of TechBot, I guess, if you want to consider TechBot a boss, I guess. And the second boss is the Trog tunnel thing that we did. So that's kind of technically the first boss in the dungeon. Is he immune to ice? He is. Okay. So good to know that those are immune to ice, probably, / water. What are these guys doing? Oh, there he is. They're clearing the way that way. Hopefully this guy's not immune to ice. That's gonna be annoying if it is. So he is. So in this case, I'm just gonna spend this time buffing. I'm gonna use all my mana to buff everybody, since I can't do a lot. Yeah. That's a need right there. That's the best boots. So we'll see how that works. Oh, I get 4 water. That's great. Dang. I did not get the boots. That's the best thing for a caster from this entire dungeon. Is that so? But whatever, you know, it is what it is. It's fine. I'm not that stressed about it. But they're fantastic boots. I think they're like best in slot for quite a while. Can't get that. There we go.
It's too far away. I'm out of range.
Old Nigel. What are they doing? I should have just... Okay, so now basically Now we've cleared this, we need to run, and we're going into the main engineering portion of the dungeon. And this portion of the dungeon will put it to where we have to start working on the essential artificials part. So those mechanical guts, that's fine. We have the thing that's on a timer now, that's fine. I mean, we're getting XP. This guy's gonna pull that. Oh, he didn't pull the slime. Okay. Alright, so now we're off on essential artificials. Now the good thing here is I don't think there's very many people that are doing this quest. So it's these bots. They only start here, so approximately halfway into the dungeon, a third of the way in, 40%. I don't know that we're really halfway. Oh, I can use my channeling actually. Not a mana. You only need 12, which is I guess a pro. Yeah, and I'm already at 20 out of 24 robot guts, so that was my bad. Okay, so I used my enervate, whatever. I always want to call it enervate, evocation. Okay. I feel like I'm just not quite there with the overall damage yet, but it might also be that I'm a little, you know, my level is a little low compared to the other people. I just don't feel like I'm really bringing it. I'm also distracted. That's really the downside of the quests in Gnomeregan for the Alliance. It's not that they're so extremely hard, it's that they make you distracted. You're thinking about needing those things the whole time instead. So I am competing with one other dude. Okay. So we have used 15 minutes, or no, 5 minutes only. Let's say 15 already, that was fast. We've used 5 minutes of our 2 hours. So we're working our way. There are still, I believe, 2 cards to get. One of them will happen at the top of engineering. So basically the next point of this dungeon, really what we're focusing on is getting these essential artificials. That guy's getting his second one. See, that's what's annoying, is you get these greed fests. And that's what sucks. So the guts is all fine. Okay, so this guy he's distracted by something, so I can get my second artificial. So I have 2 now. Which is whatever. Okay. Just gonna go ahead and use my wand for a little bit. I'm a little low on mana. You can get a few in here. I think we'll be okay, because you can usually, there's about 40 or so in the dungeon. So if you're only competing with 2 people, you're fine. Everybody uses mana on this, because we've got me, a priest, 2 pallies, and a hunter, so everybody's mana heavy. Just letting sticking to the one. And already, like I said, I have 2, so I just need 10. He's already got 2 or 3 also. But it does just sort of kind of make you, it shifts your focus. Then you're thinking the whole time, not about killing or maximizing your DPS or whatever. You're thinking like, hey, am I going to get my essential artificials? I'll do neat on that too. I don't know what that is. I have an engineering access card. Oh, that's how you get those mats. So he got it, but whatever. There is another one right here. Oh, and Foxy also already has it. Sorry, bro. I got there before you. So there is one over there he can go grab. So he'll be able to get his, and then we do have Foxy. You can get them all as you fight through the engineering bay here. It is possible. Some kind of ghost wolf thing on me. Okay. Just kind of ran off. Here is where these are, so now we're entering, these guys are going to be appearing through the rest of the dungeon, those Mechano Riders. But now we start fighting just waves of little mobs. Each pack usually has one leader gnome, a few assistants, and then oftentimes there's one elite. This is where, yeah, see, I've maxed out my guts, so now I don't need that. That guy's getting his. I have 4, so I need 8 more. There's a ton. If we do this whole loop of this whole thing, then we can get a lot of them right here. Not all of them, but we can get a lot. This is also this upper platform here on the engineering bay. This is where the next boss is, which would be, I guess, the 3rd boss of the dungeon. It's all, or 4th if you're counting TechBot, but I don't really count TechBot as a boss. But sure, I mean, whatever. I guess you could count him. Reinforced chain vest. No thanks. Okay. So here again, we'll fight these things. Really, that paladin would have to think about. I mean, we're fine. We're okay. What worries me is when we get to the end, the last tunnel, but I won't talk about that. But if this group is going to fail, it's going to be because of that. Oh, and now Firebross, who's our strong person, says, "Be right back." Okay. I mean, you can usually be okay. There comes a tech bot from Sitch. I'm running low on mana. Oh, those guys are all dead, so... Okay. Now I'm out of mana. I could drink. Somebody grabbed the machines, so whatever. That's what you see. It's kind of everybody running. Now I'm starting to run low on stuff. Here's an artificial. I keep forgetting I'm an engineer, so those boxes of assorted parts, that's actually good if I were to take those. But whatever. I don't really super care. It's usually like bolts and stuff, maybe some pipes and stuff like that. So, depending on how you are as a paladin, like, if you're... Sometimes you need to... I've been in groups where you really kind of have to plan your threat mitigation. Yeah, she's going to get that one right there. She needs them too. So I still need 7, so as of right now, and the reason why this one's annoying is because these are not outside of the dungeon, and they are, it's halfway in. There's no soloing this, there's no coming back and doing this. Like, maybe a rogue with a hell of a lot of patience could pull it off. Maybe. And even then, I don't think so. Here's another one. So this will be my 6th, then I'll be halfway done. Okay. Yeah, my mana's just low, but oh, there we go. My evocation is back up. I'll go ahead and channel that back. So this is, yeah, the engineering bay. This is where it's really, more than any other part of the dungeon, focused on the robotics of it all. You fight these mechanized sentries, which are basically mechanomes on Mechano Striders, and then you're fighting all these regular gnomes that are like little engineers, and you're fighting little robots. Up here on the platform is the next card, And we'll go that way too, because we do all need it. There's barrel of melon juice, but this would be the next boss right here. Electrocutioner 6000.
Electric justice.
So, don't know anything. I mean, he does have this ability to kick you. Like to blast you back, right, with that thing, I think. But I think you're okay. I don't think it really pops you up that bad. Okay, that's it. We got that. And then here's where you get the next punch card. That's a Stamina Spirit 4-9. I'm gonna greet it. I'm gonna greet this too. I don't even count. I don't even care. Yeah, that's more of a... That's more of a, Oh, I got the... No, what did I get? Oh, I got the Delta access card. And I think you can then use that here. I think that's what this is for, Security Delta access card. Oh, maybe that's the final level of it or whatever. So I'm gonna, even though those would probably sell for a lot of dumping them. So we need to keep going around here. Uh-oh. I stepped a little too close, I guess. I really didn't think I was closer than they were, but somehow that got me. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and polymorph him because I want to get this thing. And he's gonna keep interrupting me. Alright, so then... Let's go ahead and do some damage here. Alright, so I got my 7th one. We need 5 of these essential security. We did, if you noticed, we did get all the robo stuff done. There we go. He's going to pull some more. Usually, yeah. So there's usually... Alright, got my 8th one. And we'll just kind of... I'm trying to lead it over into his consecrate so I can get a little threat. But since, see, this leprous technician, they're actually, like, I guess the stronger ones. And I think they can heal the robots, too. They have these, like, arc beams or something like that heal the robots. So they can be annoying depending on how you fight them. Alright, so here we gotta get another group. No, we gotta wait for the... Fox is gonna try that, yeah. Okay, so Fox is getting that one. It's fine. We all need them. There is still plenty of time to go as far as what we can do. And yeah, I only need 4.
I need a target.
So it is what it is. I already know that's male. I already know I don't need that. Alright, so this is the end of this part of engineering. It's the last piece. Oh, there's nice. See, here's 3 right here. So they're all getting it, and we can now then go in this run.
Warning. Intruder alert.
Okay.
Intruder alert.
So this will take us down to the next part of the dungeon, where I think there's it's a different level, or maybe it's up. I don't remember exactly. This takes us to the next part of the engineering. It's like guns and ammo and stuff. Okay, that's cool. But we will start fighting harder robots, tanks, and stuff like that. And there will be... there's a good boss, though, who drops probably the best two-handed thing that you can find in the dungeon for melee people. The cloth boots are really the best thing for a caster in this dungeon, so I already got screwed on that. And that ring is okay. It's really more of a healer's ring, so I didn't really care about it. I'm really, again, just doing it for the lulls here. For the I'm doing it for the episode. I'm doing it for this. Doing it for the XP. Millie's now 32, right? Or 31. 31. But you know, we're getting solid XP. I only need 2 more of these artificials. There is a 4th boss. So there are only 5 bosses within this dungeon if you don't count TechBot. So there is the 4th boss, which is at the top of this engineering. So this engineering area that we're in right now still has these artificials. They're kind of hidden a little bit around. They're tucked away behind planes, tucked in corners, stuff like that. So if you really know what you're looking for, it's easy to find some more. But this also is one of the parts of the dungeon where if you're kind of trying to be fast, you can save a little bit of time and cut through. No, I don't want that. It's great. But like they're tucked away. See, like there's one right there. Just tucked to the side. So there's one right there too, so they're just kind of tucked off. But we're getting near the end of the stretch where you can find them. And so we skipped a few back there. But I only need 1 more now, so... This is where there are a bunch in here. Also, this is where the 4th boss is on this run. This is kind of an optional little wing. You don't have to do this. Here's where you start fighting the tanks. The bosses start to get a little bit more tricky. This is where you'll start to see some of the guys. You'll start to see some of the people. There's another alarm bot. Okay, so I got all the artificials now. So now I'm good, so I don't have to worry about that. And I wouldn't stress it as hard if it wasn't for the fact that I don't want to run this twice. I resisted. Oh, this is a frost tank, so it most likely has some kind of frost resistance, which is why all of a sudden I was seeing multi-resists. One, it's bound to happen, but when you start seeing a ton like that, I'm going to go ahead and use my nothing right now because we're coming up on the boss and I want to be able to just go rock and roll when we get there. This is I think it's the crowd pummeler right there. So, not a hard boss either. Actually, I think this is the one that punches you up in the air. But I don't think he can punch you over the edge or anything, so it's really not a big deal. We've been fine, as you can see. I mean, paladins are just crazy good, so you take 2 paladins and you're pretty set. Leather boots, I don't need that. So we did not get a good drop off of that guy. We can go ahead and keep going around so that they can get more of their things. I do think there's maybe one more section where you can... I might be wrong. We might be getting close to the end of where they can find their... yeah, those mechanical things. Artificial eliminators or whatever. If you are thorough, though, you can get, like I said... you can get your share. So that's a flame bot, so kind of opposite. I would imagine that he is not resistant to frost.
I need to target something first.
Oh heck yeah! I'm not even messing around. I want that. I got a 12 slot bag. That is freaking dope.
Inventory is full.
Oh my gosh. Trade. So now I need to... switch it out. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now I just gained some slots. I just gained some bag slots, thank goodness. So there, you can kind of drop down a little bit here. Oh, the elevator. I was about to drop. I could have featherfalled though, so. Alright, so now we've done this. Here is where the next key card, the final key card, I believe, is down here. So this is where we can finish the key card quest, which is good. I think it's kind of like in the door that leads out to the next little room. Plus, as you can see, they can get a bunch of their eliminators. There's the key card right there. It says you need a red punch card. I have the red punch card, so we're pretty good. And that will be it. We'll get the prismatic, so we will have the punch cards done. And then that's it. That's all the mandatory in-game quests we need. Now, there is one... There's still... We've even turned in the grimy... and we'll do the repeating one, possibly. There's... We're really going to have to cross our fingers and see if we get lucky. Can this be a great run? Can this be a good day for me on this game? I don't know. We're going to find out. We got the escort quest, so that was already good news, because that does glitch out. It's a common glitch. Not just like, you hope that it doesn't, something random happens and it triggers it. No, it's very common. So that didn't happen to us, so we're already doing good on one. Here's the other thing we need. This might be Delta too, so I might be able to trade in my thing for... Yeah, see, it says... I got the data card, but I think I can also use this schematic. Yeah. So it didn't give me the option. That's lame. It said pick from the following options, but then it didn't give me any options, so I don't freaking know. So there's more essentials, so for the people that still need them. So now we are coming up this tunnel right here to the final stretch. This tunnel is, if you notice, we finished all the quests, but there is one final quest, which is the grime-encrusted ring. This grime-encrusted ring is a pain. I did just get it on Nessingwary, so I am not... It's not endgame if she doesn't get it, because I can still show you how it goes, but it would be nice for her to get it because of the XP and because of the actual getting in the ring. So we're gonna have to hope. It drops only off the dark iron dwarfs. They only appear in this tunnel, so you literally have to run the entire dungeon again to even have a chance. So we're gonna see how this goes. We gotta watch to make sure we take out every dark iron that we see. So these guys are annoying if you're a caster, because these are the arcane nullifiers. They're the most annoying robots in this dungeon because they put up a shield. He's probably about to put it up, so I'm switching to my one. It makes sure spells come back and hit you. So it also immediately strips them of any kind of magical debuffs that they have. So he didn't do it, so that's cool. Combat cloak, stamina spirit. Yeah, okay. Alright, so here's where we gotta be close. We have to be constantly looking for the landmines. Okay, so you gotta be looking to kill those landmines. I think they got him. Okay, so that's good. We got him. If you let the landmines go off, your healer will become overwhelmed. And so you got to constantly be looking at the dark irons and checking. I like to tab a lot too to see if they drop the... See, he was about to drop it. Dang it. Oh, no, that's actually not good. Alright, so now you look at these guys and you hope to goodness one of them will drop grime-encrusted ring. You just hope to goodness. That is it. Now, we skipped some. I will ask them after we make our way down if they want to try. It's up to them if they're burnt, because as soon as you make it to this tunnel, that's it, we're at the last boss. So I'm not going to really press the issue, because there's a chance we just get it naturally. And all I can do is ask, and if not, on the next episode, which will be our quest turn-in episode, before that quest is over, we'll actually log out and we'll switch back over to Nessingmary. I actually have him set up, ready to complete the quest line. So you'll get to see it on camera. I just hope old Millie gets to have it. Alright, so here we have they're fighting another Dark Iron. And the weird thing is that Yes! Oh my gosh, we got it! Alright, so you've uncovered what appears to be a ring from the corpse of one of the Dark Iron Dwarves. It's difficult to tell what kind of ring it is, however. Dirt and hardened residue cake the item completely, making wearing it impossible. You'd think you could make out the slight luster of precious metal, and maybe even the glint of a gem under the residue. If you're going to make use of this ring, you're going to need to find something to get the hardened residue off it. So, what do you think it is that we need to do with that? Well, we have a machine down here that removes grime. So that's what we're going to be working on. So that means we are going to run back to that little spot. To turn that in. Okay, we gotta take out the thing. Alright, cool. That's awesome. What a good day. I can't believe I got it on both my runs today. Just totally great. So we are now 30 minutes in. So as you can see, we're almost at the last boss, and we're only 30 minutes into turning that. So we do have to turn that one quest in. So I'm going back with or without them, and luckily I hope it's been fast enough that we can make our way back. It can be a little tricky. Like I said, that one was using the... dang it, he put it on right that last second. See, but as you saw, my frostbolt bounced back and blasted me in the face. Okay, now it wore off. It's little... So we leveled up shortly into this dungeon, and we're already 52% of the way to leveling up again. So pretty good, pretty good stuff. And this is it. This is the door to the last boss. So we have to kill these mobs right here. As you can see, there's another essential artificial right there, and then once you open the door, there's a pack of mobs, and then it's on to fighting the boss. I think it's so weird that once you get high enough level to the level 60 dungeons, it's like you specifically need, we need a paladin heal. I wonder what it is. I don't know enough about endgame classic to understand why you need, that kind of stuff. Why is it so specific? But we're great. So now it's just a matter of we've made it to the hardest part of the dungeon, no sweat. We have, we've completed all of our quests. All we have to do is fight the last boss. Sure. Could things go terribly wrong trying to make it back to the clean room? Yeah. It could, but I hope it won't. They're gonna pee. Look, that person got the essential artificials. So that's it. We just have to kill this pack of 7 mobs. And it is a 5 regular dudes, arcane nullifier in that, and then there's the boss himself. And then we have to run back to the clean room. So let's go ahead and freshen up. Everybody. Oh, they have the world buffs on, so we haven't been in here that long. Because that's a 2-hour buff. I mean, as you can see, we have only been 35 minutes in, so this has actually been a pretty smooth run. In large part, I think probably because of the 2 high-level paladins, 38 and 34 paladins that are swinging it around in here, and then has all the world buffs on, so that's helping. So our healer doesn't have to do a lot. I'm not. I mean, at least I'm helping keep us on track with, like, you know. Alright, so here we go. It looks like they're just about back. I think since 3 people have the quest, it would be in everyone's interest to do it. Even if we had 1 person, we'll be okay. I did get a 12-slot bag. I am happy about that. Alright, here we go. Okay. Well, pull. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what to take because that was the most, like, hesitant little crap I've ever seen. I don't know what it was, what was going on. I do think with the arcane nullifier, I'm actually, oh, what the heck? What? I must admit that I wonder if I tap. Why is it? Oh, they must be shooting me. Yeah, see, I do think when they have that. Oh no, she died. What the heck? Oh no, she didn't. She used main death. That's the second time that got me. They were what happened was I was getting hit by all the throwing wrenches or whatever the heck they use. So it was really cleaning out my stuff. Well, I guess we're going right in. So luckily I leveled up so that I am not that far. Now those bombs run in and they can go in and hurt the whole party, but it really is, it hurts the, what? What'd she say? Uh-oh. Oh, she's probably not high enough to hurt him. It's okay. Oh, I do have that mana agate I can eat. But yeah, it really only hurts the melee.
Explosions! More explosions!
And I use my mana agate. That gives me a little bit more, not a ton, but I could also drink my mana potion if I need to. Oh, he resisted me, you jerk. Alright, we did it. So, now that, I gotta need that ring. Intellect, stamina, 40. 11. I'll go ahead and need both of them. So, got the pants. Lost a little bit of stamina. Yeah, that ring is not... So she passed. So, 2 of us. That stinks. I rolled a 91 and lost because they rolled a 94. That blows. So I had bad luck on the loot, but you know what? You can't keep me down because we got everything else that I wanted. We got every single quest completed, and we picked up the ring. So we have 2 things that we need to do here. We need to go to the clean room, and because Nesting Wary, I wanted to get that one turned in before it was, just in case. So we will see. Now I don't care about. Now we'll do it with Maleficent. So now I really don't care. So when I'm going to run this again with Callie tomorrow, then all my Alliance people will be done with it, and with her, I don't even care if I complete the quests. Like I will get as many of them done as I can, but this has been a lot of just dungeon. It takes so long. Today, this is all I've done, and it took so long to get a group together for nesting. Like it probably took me 2 hours or something to get a group going with Nesting Wary. And this is not the shortest dungeon. We are doing well. We did it in probably under an hour, and I did it probably in under an hour. It's not that bad of a dungeon, because I've done this dungeon where it takes an hour and a half to even run it. I don't know if everybody's going to stay to turn in the ring or not, but... And then I want to play a little bit with my wife and son. Maybe we'll do, like, normally we do Saturday D&D, and I'm not going to be able to do it next week because... next week is where I'm working all weekend out of town. Oh, can this... Where does this take us? That's the exit, not the clean room. So we actually have to go back this way. So we don't want to go in there. I've run it one of the times. I think when I was playing it with my wife, we just ran and explored. Although if you look, there's more essential artificials back in here. So that's good. And you know, I'll take the extra XP. I'm not gonna say no to that. We're gonna be good. I think between by her turning in all this stuff, we are gonna easily get
Out of range.
this back this way, back the way we came. So I don't remember which way we ran. Yeah, this way. Because we go around the bend here, and then we want to go back up. We only need to go to the clean room though if you want to do the ring. And it should be mostly a clear shot, although when I did it with Nesting Wary, the mobs had started to respawn at the entrance. I guess since we have time, I'll clean my grime encrusted objects, but it's a money-losing venture. It's the whole point of cleaning the grime encrusted object is you have a chance at oh, I don't know what's happening. He just died. The pally just died. I don't know what he's doing. He might take res sickness. I really don't know what his plan is. That guy's been kind of weird though. He was the last person that we picked up.
Warning, warning, intruder alert, intruder alert.
And we picked him up from, actually in Gnomeregan outside the instance, and he was just kind of weird and standing there, and so he was a wild card for me. Yeah, he just took the res sickness, so he's done. I don't know that he had the quest anyway, or that he needed it, or cared, or whatever. Okay, so now we're in the launch bay. Now we have to go up and around. Yeah, he left the party, so he's done. And that's fine. I get that too. If I'm not doing the ring quest or whatever, if I don't really care, then it's fine. So we're now crossing around here. We need to go all the way around because we took the long way. Me and this guy will take this person out. So me and him will do it. Look, Foxpire got her. See, look, there you go. So she got her essential artificials. So that means all three of us fully got our essential artificials. We are fine. That's good. But yeah, as you can see here, like you can two-man stuff. This guy's harder than TechBot, and we would have two-manned him just fine. XP, we got all the guts. Yeah, so this is now, that's the benefit of Gnomeregan. The downside is it just takes so long. So, oh man, dying in Shadowfang Keep. That's terrible. Yep, that's a bad one when you die in Shadowfang Keep. I keep looking like that's going to help me, but no. We're almost there. It's really what could hurt us is the... where's the person? Oh, she might have left because she doesn't need the quest. Kathandira. She might have bounced. Doesn't say that she's outside of this dungeon, but it does show her way up. But she could have like aspect of the cheetah, or she could have done whatever. I mean, we just got a little XP. Oh, she's already in the clean room, so I don't know how the heck she got there so fast. Probably aspect of the cheetah. Because then she could just run. And she could always feign death, and if she really needed to. You just got to be real targeted. I tried to feign death my way out of the dungeon with Nessingwary, and it was a pain. Also, what was lame about the Nessingwary thing was he, I didn't realize that he had never been to Booty Bay before, ever. So I had to run all the way to Booty Bay, because one of the quests that we're going to turn in when we do the episode in a couple days with the quest turn-ins is Booty Bay. So, that's a little tricky. Yeah, these guys respawn, but for him I was able to run into this room and then cheat death, feign death, because that that allows you to do it. Now, only one of these machines actually lets you turn in the thing. What the heck? They're all being used. Why would they not put 5 of them in here? Everybody's using them. But only one of these lets you actually turn in the ring quest. So this is more Sparkle-matic. The Sparkle-matic 5200's empty, awaiting a grime-encrusted object to clean, and 3 silver coins to start. So I'm just gonna do it because I'm only gonna waste the money because even though she's kind of short on cash, she actually uses ore. So and it's kind of worth it for the chance. So let me go sell at the dude. We're also gonna turn in the thing that has the 2-hour timer. I wouldn't mess around also if I felt like I had less time, but I still have over an hour.
Business hasn't been all that good as of late.
Okay. So yeah, we can sell some of these things. I think that's really it. I mean, she has so many stupid... She has so many... engineering supplies just sitting in her bag. Kind of annoying. Alright, so she left. Now that leads us... I think I only have a couple more. Yeah, see, you can get a smooth pebble. Dumb. It's a single bullet.
Business hasn't been all that
It's a
good
decent
as of late.
bullet, I guess, but it's... What do I need? You pay 3 silver for it, that's when you get screwed. Or a core stone, like... Okay, I use core stones, and even worse, the other one, rough stone. I use those things, but 3 silver for 1? You can get them on the auction house cheaper. And I would never pay the auction house for that. Now, this is the only one I believe that you could actually turn the necklace into. Oh, I must have not picked up the quest. That's also why. Oh, this is the only one. So don't get freaked out if you get it. You can only turn it into one quest, to one thing. The Gnomish contraption before you bears a plaque calling it the Sparkle Magic 5200. The gist of the machine, from reading the inscriptions below the plaque, is to scrub away dirt that an item might have. The machine has a coin slot, accepting 3 silver coins to start the process once the item is placed inside it. It would seem, though, as though the grime-encrusted ring you found earlier is just a thing to try in this machine. You place the ring inside the Sparkle-Matic 5200 and deposit a silver coin into the slot. Painful grinding noises emanate from the machine as it begins to jerk around violently. One can only guess what is happening with the ring inside the machine. The machine suddenly stops trumpeting its cessation with a simple ding. The item receptacle opens up to reveal a small box that is neatly wrapped with a red bow. It would appear that the Sparkle-Matic 5200 also gift wraps. So that, even cooler, gives us this quest called Return of the Ring. Opening the box produced by the Sparkle-Matic 5200 reveals what you had suspected, a shiny ring. Wearing the ring, you feel magic power surge through your body. Inside the band is a small but nonetheless discernible imprint of the seal of Ironforge, which is different if you get this for the Horde. Next to that, 3 small initials are engraved, TDK. This may signify either the initials of the previous owner, or perhaps the initials of the ring's crafter. To keep the ring, or return it to this person. Decisions. And you can keep it and wear it. It is a 4 stamina, 4 spirit ring, so it's on par with what I already have. But of course, we are not keeping it. We will be doing the quest. Do I have any more grime-encrusted objects? I don't really... Nope, I'm out. Okay, so we are not done, because we do have to leave this dungeon still, and we have to do 1 turn in. We have to do the only cure is more green glow. So she's still talking. I'm not. We did get all the quests. So here's my kind of... We're kind of stuck here because we need to get out. I've got to do my best to... I might die, and that's okay if I die. Alright. I'm going to drink some potions, and that's it. We're just going to do my best to blink and... all the other crap. That's it. We're just going to do my best to keep running, blinking, and seeing... Oh no, I fell! Okay, so that answers that for us. We're just gonna take the res sickness. That's fine. I don't care. Because she'll be having to hop around and travel to a bunch of other places. So it didn't. We had 2 hours. It took us a little bit less than an hour from the time we got that quest. So overall, I think this whole episode probably did take us about an hour and a half because of all the crap we had to do at the end. And I will, when I log out, I'll leave her on to burn time on her res sickness. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the party. But you've got to turn this quest in. So, unlike most of our other dungeons will do, here's one where doing the dungeon also includes turning in this quest because it has that 2-hour timer.
Interesting.
You're not glowing. That's a good sign.
Impressive. You still have all of your limbs. Now it's time to see what this stuff can do.
But it's kind of dumb because that's it. Nothing happens. He doesn't see what this stuff can do. He doesn't grow his gnome throw back. Nothing happens. So doesn't use it on this guy. That's just it. And all you get is the 25 silver for it. You just have a 2-hour timeline on it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and hike back to Ironforge just so that I can be getting rest XP, but you guys don't have to be here for all that. We'll turn in the quest next time. It'll be a fun run. We're also going to have to go down to Booty Bay. I actually might get on the flight path. It's actually not the worst idea. So that we can start the next episode with her in Booty Bay. And then I can always just port back. That way you guys don't have to watch me fly all the way down to Booty Bay. And I'll just use one of her portal stones. And hopefully she's going to hit 32. I think she will, which will mean we'll get a chance to level up with her as well. And 32 is, you know, a milestone level. It'll be good. And at that point, I think I'm going to give her 3 points. So she's going to be... This is a boring one because... For the next 3 levels, it's the most boring levels of being a mage, where she's unlocking... she's giving Arcane Focus so I can get to the next tier. Where I believe Arcane Concentration is going to be what we really fully do. I don't think you give 1 spec to her because she's strong enough. She can generally, between casting and using Evocation, she can be good without it. And she's not really a Blizzard spec per se, so... She's all done with that. Really, yeah, she's an Arcane Power Frost. So because of that, she's kind of a 50-50 Arcane and Frost. Alright, so we have another episode in the pipe 5x5 of the 6 dungeons, or kind of sort of in a way 8 dungeon episodes that we have to do. Not counting the before and after. We've now officially finished 1. In my life, I have 27 dungeons to run, and I've now done 4. So we're a little bit less than a quarter of the way through, but by the time we check in with Millie again on Monday, right around there, Monday, Tuesday, we will be done. So thank you all, and I will see you next time on Lore of Warcraft.